may be seated in his presence. Expectations, expectations. God's children, what is fear? Do you ever have fear? Are you dealing with fear? Are you afraid of fear? Or perhaps fear makes you afraid. So what is fear? Fear is a natural, powerful, and primitive human emotion. So the power of fear is undeniable. But I want you to know that there is a difference between fear and precaution. And many of us get it confused. That we can have fear, and out of fear we take action. But sometimes you perceive precaution as fearfulness. See, God wants us to be cautious. God wants us to take precaution. But God said He did not give us a spirit of fear. See, fear demobilizes its victim. Fear itself brings the emotions, but leave it at the emotions that keep you immobilized. God said, I don't want my children to be fearful. But God wants us to be cautious, to take precaution. That we don't react and act out of fear, but we act out of knowledge. It is easy to see someone taking precautious steps and think that they're fearful. In fact, I've seen many people look at people who are taking precautious steps and call it fearfulness. And the problem with that is that when I look at those individuals, they're using not having fear to be reckless. See, when God says He did not give us the spirit of fear, He didn't say in place of not being fearful, be reckless or stupid in our approach. For example, if you have a warrior who is fully seasoned, who's well equipped, and is confident in his or her position, who's ready for battle. Now, that warrior would have a few things. They would have a plan of success. They would have the information about the enemy they're going to face up against. They would have a full armor, and they would have some form of weapon. That is not the sign of fear. That is the essence of preparation. God doesn't want us to have fear because it says it demobilizes you as a human being. But He wants you to understand that the lack of fear should bring to you a fierceness to use your knowledge to continue to grow, continue to expand, continue to prepare. That the lack of fear means that whatever you're going to face does not have an effect on you. Not true. God wants you to realize that the enemy or anything that opposes you can damage you. But don't use fear, but use precaution. That means I don't want you to underestimate the enemy. I want you to realize that the enemy is a threat. I want you to understand that what comes your way to harm you can harm you. I want you to understand that what they put as affliction on you can damage you. So it's very important not to be fearful of it, but fearfulness doesn't mean it's a lack of preparation. But take out fear and take precaution in this place. It is possible to have precaution without fear. That is the position God wants us to be in. He wants us to have precaution. Just like Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 to 18, that ask us to put the full armor of God on us. The helmet of salvation, the belt of truth, righteousness, the shield of faith, and the sword of the Spirit. He's not saying wake up today knowing that you have to face something, be fearful. He said, I want you to be fierce, yes, but not be stupid. But because we understand that we're under attack, we're going to take precaution. We have to get ready. Too many of God's people spend so many time because God has equipped them with the ability not to have fear, but instead of taking a precaution so that they can be equipped to be successful in the battle, they put down precaution and pick up stupidity, pick up recklessness. You can't get hurt. So God's children, please, we do not have fear, but as God's children, we definitely take precaution in what we're facing. That means we use our most powerful asset that God has given us. Not our emotions, but our knowledge. And from our knowledge, we can seek more knowledge to better strategize and equip ourselves for the battle ahead. This way we are successful. And we don't get destroyed.